actually did a Jon Stewart. Oh, I didn't hear that. He's written for the that's the. This is the best intro ever. The Colbert Report and Jon Stewart. This guy's got more Emmys than I will ever have children. Eric Drysdale, everybody, here it comes.
Hi, everybody. Hey, it's good to be here. It's good to be doing something. I'm a little underemployed these days, which has been interesting. I've been, yay for underemployment. And it's been weird because I've gotten to know New York City in a whole new way. And I've been going to all these touristy things that people do in town. I went to the Statue of Liberty, I went to the Empire State Building, and I've been going to all these theme restaurants. There are a lot of great theme restaurants in the city. There's this one, the Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. This is a restaurant based on the movie Forrest Gump. They have in the movie they start a seafood restaurant. So it's sort of like a theme restaurant, and the theme is two developmentally disabled guys open up a seafood restaurant. And so you can sort of step into that fantasy when you go there. And just leave your workaday world behind, and just imagine that your shrimp has been breaded by somebody with a functional IQ of 78. Lovely. It's a really great restaurant. It should probably win an Oscar for best seafood restaurant adapted from a screenplay. Actually, from an adapted screenplay, to be accurate. But it's really interesting. They have a lot of memorabilia there from the movie Forrest Gump. There are a lot of them, and they each have a little piece. I was at one in North Carolina. They had the hat. They had Forrest Gump's hat there. The one in Times Square here, they have the park bench that Forrest Gump sat on. I think they're serving some of the original shrimp from the movie. And in addition to that, just kind of to keep up with the theme, they have in the menu, they have a lot of kind of menu items that tie into the movie thematically. So they have something called the Run Across America seafood platter. There's something called the Mama Gump's garlic bread basket. There's a dessert called the My Girlfriend Jenny died of AIDS and passed it on to our infant son key lime pie. A very, honestly, depressing part of the movie, but a very uplifting dessert. But I actually did not actually eat at Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. I didn't want to go in because I wasn't wearing my good sweatpants at the time. But I did go to the gift shop. I went to the gift shop because I thought that I might be able to go there and get a box of chocolates that says life is like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're going to get. And then I did. I went and I got the box of chocolates, and I realized that because I knew that I was going to get the box of chocolates that said life is like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're going to get, I knew what I was going to get, therefore refuting the whole idea behind the chocolates in the first place. Which it makes sense to you, right? And yet when I tried to return the chocolates, giving that as my reason, they looked at me like I was the fictional retarded one. But yeah, I don't understand. Only in America would people do this. There's the Mars 2112, and that's a theme restaurant in town. That's got kind of a space theme, right? And I don't want to give anything away, a futuristic theme, right? And I don't want to give anything away, but in the future, a lot of our drinks are going to be blue. There's the Hard Rock Cafe, which has a rock theme. There's the Planet Hollywood, which covers all the movies that aren't Forrest Gump. There's Hooters is kind of a theme restaurant. The theme is owls. only in America that when you have like all this spectacle and the lights and the costumes like around the food, when like there are people in the world starving for that kind of family entertainment. Even here in America, we have the rural poor, we have the people in Appalachia, you know, they're getting government cheese. They're not getting government Chuck E. Cheese. Like chuckle. Now, those people don't know where their next skee-ball ticket is coming from. Very sad. But I'm not a big food guy generally. I'm not like a guy that will spend a lot of money going to a fancy restaurant. I don't understand that. Like I figure like you could easily drop $300 just for one person on a meal in New York City. You could do it, and you know, including drinks and tips and lap dance. But no, you could at a place like Babbo, or you could drop $300. And I think that like for that amount of money, just for somebody to put something in my mouth, the person doing it had better be a real dentist or a lady dressed up as a nurse. And the thing about that is that like food is all right. I can appreciate having a really good meal, but also like for $250, I can buy enough weed to make everything I eat taste delicious for months. I mean, seriously, just last night I had 2 of the best bags of croutons that I've ever eaten. They were awesome. I defied Babbo to come up with anything more satisfying. Plus for dessert, I licked my fingers for 45 minutes. They won't let you do that at Babbo, no matter how much. Plus, no shirt, no shoes, excellent service. You would not believe how fast those croutons were coming. What else? So, how am I doing on time?
You got a couple minutes.
All right, I'll do a couple more minutes of humor material. All right. So I get internet emails from friends, and not friends. I get the spam emails. That's bad. The filters have gotten pretty good, but some of them slip through. I get the ones, the kind of sexy ones, or the weird perverted ones, for the penis pumps. Kind of make your penis larger, I think. That's what they tell me. And that I understand. That's something, you know, okay, people might want their penis to be larger. I've heard that women enjoy that. But I got an email spam for a product, something called an ejaculation enhancement pill. And I didn't know what this was, and I opened the email and they explained. I read on. They explained that it was a pill that helped you increase not only the volume of your ejaculate, already useless, but also the distance. I swear it said this, and it promised up to 14 feet. Now, what's interesting about that to me is that they felt like it would be an outrageous claim to claim 15 feet. They tested. They did serious tests. 14 feet was the best anybody did. And it made me think for a minute, because like I've never heard like this is something that I am not worried about. I was thinking that maybe this is something that women like have secretly worried about and just don't talk about. Like, but then I thought about it, and I thought back to being broken up with by women in my past, and nobody ever said like, Eric, you're a really nice guy, everything's going great. It's just your blast radius is too concentrated. All right, I'll end on blast radius. Good night, everybody.